one of the terms that become more and more popular today among recruiters and when it comes to discussing work environment and the future of work is this idea of hybrid work, right? What do they mean by that is a hybrid between what was before COVID, right? BC, in the BC era, and what is after COVID, right? In the AC era. And it's a combination of what people used to do before. Like most people went to offices 5 days a week, right? And so they were in the same place, maybe in the same room, in the same environment. So they were able to, have a physical, eye contact with their coworkers, with their team, with their managers, right? With the stakeholders. Now, more and more people work from home, right? For obvious reasons. But this becomes, kind of the new way of working. This becomes kind of the new environment, the after COVID. And the hybrid would be a mix of the two, right? Now, a question that is probably on many leaders' mind is what's the best combination of the two, right? How many days a week should we be in the office? How many days should we maybe allow people to work from home, or just have people work from home and value their personal safety and also maybe their personal time, right? And so I think there is no right answer here. And one of the things that I believe it's so important is to knowing our team. And I would not apply the same framework for everyone in my team. So if, let's say, I would have a team of 12 to 15 people, and I would not ask all 15 people on my team to come to the office, on the same kind of schedule. So for example, if we would be deciding that 1 day or 2 days a week is the rule, kind of, just require everyone to be in the office 2 days a week, and then they could work from home if they wish to the other 3 days. I would work more on a personal schedule rather than team schedule. What I mean by that is that based on people personalities and what they value, right? Different personality styles, you might not agree with this idea of personality, but I want to challenge you, because personality is the first degree of diversity, right? Before we start about talking about gender and nationality and race and religion, before all that, the first degree of diversity, it's personality. And if we understand personality, we understand that different personality styles value and even need more physical interaction and face-to-face interaction. They want to be part of an environment. When we take people through our assessments, we have a portfolio of assessments based on the DISC personality method. One of the areas in the assessment, we spend 2 pages in our assessment on their ideal work environment. And for many people, the ideal work environment, it entails interacting with people, right? So we will look at the more outgoing personality styles, right? And we will see that those people would need more interaction. So for those, I would suggest that they should and probably they would want to come to office maybe 3 or 4 days a week. While for the other ones that are more task oriented, that want to have a more quiet environment, that they were anyway the people that will use a meeting room, and they will kind of hide in that corner and work on their numbers and stuff, the detail oriented people, they will anyway need a quiet environment. So why would you want to have them in the office and then have them stay alone in a corner, right? So that's kind of how I would look at it. I would look at it from the each person perspective, and I will build a personal schedule rather than a team schedule. So if you're challenged with that, if you don't really know who you have on your team, if you want to kind of have a thinking partner into this idea of how many days a week you want your team to be in the office, drop me a message, drop me a comment, and I'll be glad to to discuss that with you. That's what we're looking at right now when we come to the hybrid way of working, and I hope this adds some value to you and gives you some ideas.